Now at 11, a major bombshell for the Republican National Convention.
All I know is where we are today. And where we are today is we can't support this plan. We don't have what we need to pull the RNC off at this point in its current configuration. Where do we go from here? It's a good question.
Jacksonville Sheriff Mike Williams silent no more about his worries over the RNC coming to Jacksonville. He has significant issues with the plan or lack of one. Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to First Coast News at 11. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Heather Crawford. The sheriff's remarks today taking a lot of people by surprise as the head of JSO today spells out why he feels we are now past the point of no return when it comes to executing the RNC safely in Jacksonville. Now, the sheriff this afternoon telling me that he felt compelled to let the community know about concerns he says he's been raising for weeks about this event. And that includes financial questions, a lack of a plan, and a lack of time, because we are now just 35 days away from the convention slated to come to Jacksonville. The sheriff says he doesn't know where we go from here, but the plan before him today won't work. And he's not confident, he says, that the Republican National Convention can be carried out safely in Jacksonville.
From the very beginning, there's been challenges with communication, challenges with being able to, again, lock things in that you need to have. I need to know the things I need. I'd like to know today they're going to be here in a month. And as it stands right now, I have no idea.
Now, the sheriff says Mayor Curry is aware of his concerns and understands his position. The mayor's chief of staff sent a statement to us today saying in part that the mayor's remained in constant communication with JSO, state and federal law enforcement on providing safety and security for our city, and adding that over the next few days, we will continue to meet with Sheriff Mike Williams and his team on how to prioritize public safety related to this event. And we have team coverage for you tonight of this developing story. We start with On Your Side's Robert Bradfield. And Robert, I know you spoke with a security expert who says that if Sheriff Williams is concerned, then this indicates there are some serious problems. Robert?
What would normally take 2 years to plan, the city of Jacksonville must complete in about 2 months. And safety expert Jim Casey says the next 30 days will be crucial to making sure the Republican National Convention run smoothly.
That just means the wheels have to turn fast and get things done.
But how can that happen if Sheriff Mike Williams says he doesn't have the resources or the finances to keep the community safe? Casey, who's president of FCS Global Advisors, believes one of Williams' biggest frustrations is assurances on how to pay for security. Williams says he has not signed any contracts.
He's got to get this staffed up. He's got to put barricades in place. He's got a lot to do, and he's got to pay for it.
Dean Black, the chairman of the Duval County GOP, tells First Coast News in a statement, "We continue to trust all Republican leaders to exercise good leadership and judgment." And a spokesperson for the RNC says Jacksonville has accommodated upwards of 70,000 people for football games and other events, and we are confident in state, local, and federal officials to be able to ensure a safe event for our attendees. Casey says he's cautiously optimistic any concerns will be resolved before the convention starts, but acknowledges the city has work to do.
I think the sheriff's frustrated, and he's showing that he's frustrated, and people need to get things together and make this happen.
And that was Robert Bradfield reporting for us tonight. Now, some downtown Jacksonville businesses say they're stressed about the RNC even actually happening. Tonight, On Your Side's Rick Boone continues our team coverage live. Rick?
That's right. A lot of businesses here in downtown Jacksonville say they're all in for this convention, but if something goes wrong and this thing doesn't happen, they've got to answer some questions. What do they do with all that inventory? Like restaurant behind me bought a lot of food and they don't know what to do if this doesn't happen. It could actually make them more bankrupt than they were ever before.
It's gonna hurt.
Freddie Gobad, the owner of Dora's Restaurant in downtown Jacksonville, not too happy with the talk of the GOP convention not happening, but says he'll follow any lead the city gives him.
We have to listen to the officials. They know better.
We talked to Gobad a couple of weeks ago about how he's planning for an RNC cash-in.
We have already got in touch with Jacksonville Republican Convention Center, and we have told them that our restaurant is available for their meetings and various other things that they want to do.
Now that optimistic plan could be smashed if the party doesn't come. Gobad's biggest concern, what to do with all the food and supplies he's already pre-ordered and paid for, planning to feed thousands of people.
We're gonna stick it stocking up like they're gonna come, and if they don't, we just have to do what we have to do next.
Gobad was hoping the convention would help offset some of the financial drought caused by the pandemic, but now he's just waiting to see what happens. And now a lot of these businesses here are going to be watching the news and seeing what's going to happen next for them, because it's now all about wait and see what's going to happen in the future, because if not, they could get wiped out. And they don't want that at all, as you can imagine. We're live in downtown Jacksonville. Rick Boone on your side.
Rick, thank you. So as of right now, the RNC is still slated to come to Jacksonville starting August the 24th. It seems, Rick, like there are new developments with this convention day by day. Still tonight, so many questions. So First Coast News is your #1 source for all of your RNC coverage. We have a special section online to help you keep up with the latest headlines. Just visit firstcoastnews.com/RNC.